There's an old saying, or an old term, axis mundi, the axis of the world, meaning center, around which everything stands, spins, the center of the world, axis mundi. You are the axis mundi, axis, the axis of the world. We are. Consciousness, so there is oneness. There's the whole popular thing lately of oneness. We are all one. There are probably 100 Facebook pages about oneness, that we're all one being. And so there's something that resonates very, very deeply in us about oneness, being one with all that is. And that is a state of experience, whether it's Yogananda speaking of it, an experience in cosmic consciousness. Look it up online, read that. It's a beautiful description of samadhi, of merging into the oneness. So we know this feeling of oneness. We are the only access, as in all stage, back pass, access pass. We are, the I am is the access point. We are the access point. You, in your body, in your chakras, in your system, in your energetic system, in your sense of I, who am I? You are the access point. It's sort of like, here's this floating oneness, this field, this unified field theory, the field of oneness of all that is, consciousness, God, source, whatever we term it. Well, how can you get into that? How can you get into that club? How can you get in to behind the scenes, to backstage, to being able to merge and be part of or feel part of it? Is the only access point is you. You have to do an internal practice or an eternal practice, some kind of practice, usually involving the breath, of accessing the oneness. And the only way to do that is in yourself. In yourself. You are the access point. You are the gate. I am the truth, the door, the way, and the light, or however Jesus said it. I am the truth, the way, the door into the oneness. And then, of course, the religionists, the scared religionists, controlled by shame and fear, make it, well, he was only speaking about him. Of course not, he's not speaking about himself. He's speaking from the I and my Father are oneness, and from that place, the I am is the only way into heaven, salvation, oneness. The I am. That's why every teacher, Ramana Maharshi, will say, just inquire, who am I? Who am I? Eckhart Tolle will talk about the presence inside who? Himself. Himself, the only gateway, the only access point. The only access point to the axis mundi, to the center of all, nothing, everything present, the all presence. This is why the gods of ancient Lemuria, India, Bali, have thousands of faces and thousands of arms, and they are in all dimensions. They are the access point into all dimensions, multiple unified field theory, multiple universe, parallel dimensions, 1,000 heads, 1,000 arms. Krishna gives Arjuna the vision in the Bhagavad Gita of the oneness taste. Here's a taste of oneness, and it all goes into all dimensions at once. Who accessed it? Arjuna did. It's through the individual. The access point is through you. You have a delicious, delectable, beautifully designed, perfect machine. It's not a machine. A design system that is from Source. God, the unified field of oneness, has designed your body system, your energetic system. At each of your chakras there is a little black hole. There's a little black hole on the sun today, right? Okay? There's a place where everything comes from. Create space-time seemingly out of nothing. From the horn of plenty it all comes pouring forth. You are that gateway, the narrow gate. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Through the I am you will merge into the oneness. So that is the holiness that every teacher comes and says, you're it. You're it, Buddha says. Jesus says. St. Francis has happened to him. The gateway opens in him after a 3-month, 6-month illness and fever, and something happens to him. He opens up. He lets go. There's some letting go experience. These are radical experiences in the past. Nowadays, it's a softer awakening for many of us because we're scared. The radical shift is kind of intense, and you tend to get locked up and put on prescription drugs, right? Because our system is so afraid of movement, of energy, of feelings, of emotion, of love, of hate, of anything. You are the only access point. No one comes unto the Father, Mother, Source unless he goes through the I am. She goes through into the I am. So that then opens, it's like an access point into all dimensions, all places, all oneness. This is a real experience. And more of us are having it in little drip dosage medicine droppers, eyelet droppers. God's source is very beautiful and perfect and gentle and loving in giving us these awakenings as we can handle them. That's amazing, isn't it? The source of all that creates Big Bang galaxies. I know the Big Bang's a farce, but the galactic creation, the movement of suns and exploding of suns, can tone it down enough to gently work with you and me in our little phobic fears of, I feel hurt by you not calling me this afternoon. That's how fragile our egos are. You didn't call me at the normal time you call me. There's something terribly wrong. It's the end, right? That level of fragile ego, Source will work with patiently too. It's amazing. You are the access point. You are the access point into the oneness. Your chakras, your energetic system, yourself, your mentation, your feeling heart, your feeling solar plexus, your sexual energy, your grounding energy, your inspiration, your third eye vision, all of those have at their cores, at their centers, the oneness. And here's someone who always stays in the oneness. Where are you at, girl? Where's my girl? There's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl.